What is up, Freak Show family? How are we doing today? All right, guys. Well, today, me and my Twitch chat are ranking every great one that is out besides Jaguars because I could not find an image for them for fur variants, but we will specify what rank Jaguars are. All the way from S tier to D tier, in my opinion. So you got 11 different great ones. You have four different tiers, five different tiers actually, I think, but that's besides the point. And we're gonna see what can happen. So, if you haven't already, grab you a drink and a snack. Get your butt in a chair. Come check me out on Twitch, so you can be a part of more tier lists just like this. So I thank y'all for the love and support, and we will see y'all guys later. All right, so here's the tier list. We have all the pictures of animals down here. Let me go pull it up. Alrighty. Here is the tier list. So we have red deer, whitetail, moose, fallow, mule deer, fox, pheasant, tahr, wolves, boar, and roe deer. Do not have great one jaguars, but I mean, we can start with great one jaguars so I can kind of explain. I couldn't find a fur variation in any of the discords I was in, and I just didn't feel like uploading a thing because I'll be honest with you, the jaguar, in my opinion, is not the best. It is not the best, but what is selling me more and more on the jaguar is Baja Brock. He has popped massive amounts of great ones, especially jaguars. So he has made it pretty good. I would say Jaguars a B tier. Also, I don't really have like big cat great ones, but that's besides the point. All right. Next, we are going to do roe deer. And roe deer is good. Don't get me wrong. Roe deer is good. It's really hard to put roe deer in a category. Well, I was just trying to zoom in. Uh to me, it's harder to put roe deer in a category, but I got two great one roe deer release day, and I'm in like a 1,200 kill grind for roe deer technically. So for that reason, I think we're gonna put roe deer in B tier as well as jaguar. Roe deer's really good. I just believe that we're gonna put them in B tier. Um, so yeah, I think that's a good one. Great one boar. So Great One Boar. I was lucky enough to get a Great One Boar Fabled Butterscotch. The setup's real decent. I mean, you don't really have to HM them. I HM'd them just to get the best dime rate I possibly can. The grind's just real slow. Most people get over 2,000 kills. I think mine was like almost 3,000. It was like 2,600, 2,900, something like that. So, I mean, I don't think there's any real bad great ones on this list. That's why I only went to D tier. I did not go to F tier because I don't really think there's a bad great one. We'll put great one boar in C tier. Great one wolf. One of the easiest HM species out there. Good money. The only issue is you got to hunt them at night unless you do a feeders. And typically with how feeders have acted lately, I don't really like the wolf on feeders, and I it's just harder for me to do this. But overall, I've popped two great one wolves pretty quick. I'm on my third grind for my one follow equals one kill series, and it's been really good. Dime rate's been really consistent. I'm gonna put great one wolf in A tier. Now, great one tahr. I do not have a great one tahr. The great one tahr variants look sick. I mean, they look absolutely sick if you ever get the chance to look at them. I just haven't had a time to like grind them as how I want. I think the next time I grind them, I'm gonna do feeders on Sundar Patan. I tried to do them on Teowara, and I just got inconsistent respawns, bunch of jumpers. I couldn't manage my zones how I needed to manage them, which is understandable. Because I ain't never grinded tar before, other than trying to set that up. So, mm, hold on. I think we're gonna move Boar down to D. We'll move Tar to C. I think that's a little bit better. Yeah, yeah, we'll do that. So, next, Great One Pheasant. So we have the obsidian pheasant here. I think that's obsidian. Yeah, it could be. Anyway, so pheasant. Pheasant's one of those, it's like 50-50. Some people get real quick grinds, some people get extremely long grinds. The pheasant furs look sick. HMing pheasant's really easy. It's just a long grind, and it's a hard grind. Would not recommend this if you were a beginner. So I think we're gonna put it on D tier. It's above the Great One Boar. I think the Great One Boar will probably be at the bottom, honestly. Um just I mean, but they're both in D tier. I mean, I don't currently right now strive to have a Great One Pheasant. Eventually I probably will get one because I want to get at least one of all Great One species. So, and right now currently I'm master setting Great One Bear. So that is going to be the fun part to that one. Also, I couldn't find a picture of Bear, of the Great One Bear variants, but I will get to that here in a second. I probably actually do have one if I look. Great One Fox. Great One Fox. It's above bear, or it's above boar, but below pheasant. I, I don't really care for fox too much. Another low class predator grind, 50-50. Mule deer, A tier. Good. Mule deer's good, real quick grind, good on money. I mean, you have a little trouble management wise, but other than that, I mean, mule deer's a good A tier. Fallow deer, A tier. Need I say anything? Well, actually, S tier. Fallow deer is S tier. Fallow deer is absolutely S tier, in my opinion. Um, I mean, good HM, good dime rate for most people. People pop them pretty quick. Good management style, really good. Let me see if I have a Great One Bear real quick. Okay, yep, Great One Bear. We'll cut that part out. Great One Bear, S tier. It's the only S tier predator on this list. I love the Great One Bear. Four Lake method, Abide Premium's method is just absolutely gas. You cannot do anything better. Do not care who you are. Gas. Great One Bear, good management. If you manage them right, good species. The only thing that can make the Great One Bear a would be the bouncers. You have to constantly go check your exteriors every few hundred kills. But other than that, I mean, you're still going to spawn a great one. You're still going to have decently quick grinds if you set it up right. You'll have a few long grinds every now and then, but Great One Bear, S tier. Not above fallow deer. Um, but yeah. So, Great One Moose. Oh, this is big. Great One Moose. B tier. And I know that is controversial as heck. Here's why I say it's hard to manage. Hard to manage. Moose are hard to manage, but once you get the management down, you're good. Number 2, bouncers. You will get bouncers with moose. A bunch of bouncers. Number 3, variants of maps. There's only 2 good maps to grind moose on. and that is Medved Taiga and Revontuli Coast in the Hunter Call of the Wild. Those are the only two maps worth even trying to grind moose on. So it's just, it's 50-50. I mean, I'm not calling moose mid. The furs are amazing and everything. This is also my personal opinion. So we can get that out. This is my personal opinion. But I feel like once I do set up a moose grind and I get it managed and I get it how I want it, I feel like it would be more A tier than anything. But currently at my Call of the Wild career right now, um, moose is B tier, and I feel like that's pretty solid. Um, Let me read chat real quick. They say ASCII's good. Mm. They say ASCII's good for most. Yeah, I mean ASCII's good for most. Epic. So chat. So far, any complaints? So far, do we have any complaints with how the lineup's going right now? I'm gonna open this Dr. Pepper real quick. Not sponsored, by the way. I'd love to be, but not. I don't think there's any issues with it so far. Okay. Next, you have the whitetail deer. Whitetail deer is kind of interesting. Okay. Whitetail deer is kind of interesting. For me, whitetail deer is a pain in my ass. I am 10,000 kills in, still cannot get my map to manage, constantly having to deal with bouncers, constantly having to stack and restack and unshoot and manage and stack and manage and stack and manage. Managing bouncers, managing other zones. If I didn't, but here's my thing. I see everybody else popping massive amounts of whitetail deer. It's the only one you can get an ultra rare in, which I feel like, so like currently right now, this is what I was thinking, is putting it in D, almost like at the top of D, just from my personal experiences. Um, but after seeing everything with how other people react, I'm gonna put whitetail in B tier above moose. And the other reason it's in B tier, we need some different furs. We need fur types. I have to say this enough. EW, give us some whitetail fur variations. Dude, you could rip off the mule deer fur variations. Give us some more whitetail fur variations. I understand you wanted to make a great one whitetail look as natural as possible. And you can make it just as rare to get a fur variation as they did the moose when the moose first come out. I feel like whitetail needs some different furs. And I mean the racks look amazing. Obviously you can get ultra rares. I'd also like to see the other rare fur types, melanistic and albino, also be able to be an ultra rare grab there. Obviously with fabled piebald being the hardest one to get. I feel like whitetail has a lot of potential in the future. But once again, I don't, just based off my personal experiences, I don't think whitetail is really the best. If you're starting out, I would not recommend whitetail. I would much rather recommend something that it's easier to learn herd management and stuff on. That way you can just kind of experience it for yourself. So yeah, but overall I think that's pretty good. So, last all right, let me read chat real quick. Pheasant be a little higher. Yeah, now that I'm thinking back about it, I'm gonna take pheasant out of D tier. And actually, I'm gonna put pheasant at C tier. I'm gonna put pheasant almost at yeah, I'm gonna put pheasant at C tier. I think that's a good way to put it high C tier above tar because pheasant's not as bad as tar. But definitely above fox and boar. So I mean, yeah, I can see that now. Now after ranking all these, yeah. All right, great one, red deer. Very very pivotal moment right here. Have I great one grinded red deer? No. Have I grinded red deer? Yes, I grinded red deer before they got their great one. I grinded for all the rare fur types, multiple diamonds, stuff like that on Teor. It was amazing to me because I mean I was able to get all the rares and all the diamonds and rack variations. Really cool. I've not grinded red deer since. I've been needing to get back into grinding red deer. Red deer's good money grind. I mean, red deer's just one of these things where it's like they're not S tier. I'm sorry, red deer are just not S tier. I really would like to put them in S tier, but here are the reasons they're not in S tier. Number one, they don't have any other fur variations. They don't. You don't have any chances at ultra rare. You don't have no anything real different. I mean, you can't really tell the big rack, the medium rack, and the small rack all apart. You can't. I will give you. I could put them side by side on somebody's map, and you could probably not tell from 300 meters away what red deer is what. Same. I mean, the furs are just as bad. They're the same with whitetail. I mean, they I think they smashed the realism of the racks. They smashed out of the park. 100% they smashed them out of the park. Do I think that I feel like they dropped the ball because I feel like both red deer and whitetail should have ultra rares. I feel like that I would love to see a melanistic ultra rare red deer. And dude, it would be amazing. Dude, imagine solid black, red eyes with all the greenery and dark chocolate horns. Brother. Dude, imagine an albino. You have like a dark chocolate horns with greenery with a solid white body with red eyes. Or even you could do like tannish pale horns with all of the greenery in it. Dude, you could do so much good stuff with red deer ultra rares. And it's the same with whitetail. They could do so many other fur variations. So I feel like red deer's kind of mid. Um, and actually, we're gonna put moose. We're gonna put moose bottom of A tier, just because I feel like moose has a better variety than everything in B tier. Um, so yeah, other than jaguars, I mean jaguars to me's upper D tier, maybe C tier. Um, I'm not really too highly on the Jaguars. It's the same way with a great one line or a different great one. I really don't think that they would be too high on my list. So I'm gonna try my hardest to just give out the best results that I can. But I feel like that's good for me. So recap: S tier, you have fallow deer and black bear. This is my personal opinion. I have multiple bear great ones, multiple fallow great ones. I have two fallow deer great ones. My first ever grind was fallow deer. Great money grind, good fur variations, everything. Same with black bear. Easy to grind, good fur variations, good money. Really, I think they could do a little bit different with, they could add another fur type for black bear, but once again, they'd have to go in and change a bunch of stuff. Wolf, I feel like it's a good I don't think Wolf will ever be as good as Black Bear, but I feel like they got Wolf right. Mule Deer, they got it right. Don't need to mess with it. They don't, or they're gonna fuck it up. Moose, same thing. It's just a little bit harder and it's a lot slower. But when you get it, it feels like a great reward. Whitetail, we need some work, guys. We need to work on the whitetail. I just would like to see some different fur variations, just so we can say we have unique. I understand that you want a realistic game, but Hunter Call of the Wild was made with the uniqueness of even having great ones. So I feel like you could make some unique stuff for whitetail, and specifically just for whitetail. Same with red deer. Same with red deer. I feel like the exact same thing with as whitetail. I feel like these are good grinds, good starter. I feel like red deer is a really good starter grind, great money. I just I feel like the great ones are kind of plain. I don't know how many people love red deer. Dude, I love the look of them. I wish they had a little bit more fur, like little different fur types. That's my only critique, and they're just bland. So, roe deer, it's just hard as hell. Hard as hell. Uh, the rack combinations are way too many. There are way too many rack combinations because you are never gonna get the same exact one. It's completely different, and I feel like it mixes up the system a little bit. I also don't like having to shoot them in pairs, but honestly, I can deal with that. It is what it is. Roe deer's still a good grind, still real solid. I don't think it's above a B tier. I think I'll always put roe deer in B tier. Pheasants are good. They're just hard and long to grind, but I feel like they're good. The look of them are absolutely amazing. Tar, just hard. I mean, everything else they smashed out of the park. Foxes look good. They're extremely hard. And the boar, if you want to grind it, but I'm definitely not recommending it. So, but that is everything you need to know in the overall thing. So, that is the video today, and we will see y'all guys later. Peace.